This is the Bloom and Beats Festival. We're in Takoma Langley Crossroads, and what's happening here today is we have students from the School of Architecture, Planning and Preservation, and also from the Studio Art program who have put together some activities for kids and for people to dream about what could be possible in this space. And we're trying to imagine how it can become a place that's pedestrian friendly, that is a place for gathering, that supports the existing businesses and celebrates the culture that's here.
The area itself, right, it's the Takoma Langley Crossroads Commercial District. We're at the intersection of New Hampshire and University Boulevard. It's the hub of immigrant entrepreneurship here in Takoma Park and in Maryland, really. It's a vibrant community, and businesses that serve the specific needs for all the different immigrant groups that have settled here in the area. The main challenge currently, right, Purple Line construction is going right through our major intersection. I think that's kind of been a big one for a lot of people, right? Is just how to keep the businesses open and serving their clients, I think, and just making sure people can get to your shops. The idea of activating spaces and kind of bringing people to a space and imagining what could be possible here in terms of having a central community gathering place, right? I think that's the importance of this collaboration.
The students in the architecture studio, which was led by Rhea Newman, developed a prototype for a seating area, imagining that there's places to pause and talk to each other.
Today we are presenting our prototype called the Color Wheel, and that we created throughout the course of our studio. And the Color Wheel is a seating place for people to sit, eat their lunch for the community. It was really cool to see my work out in the world, having our group's idea come to full fruition and seeing people interact with it. I think the community engagement portion that we did with all the businesses was extremely helpful because I haven't experienced anything like that at school yet. And seeing what they really wanted and having an active listening mindset to see what they would like to see in the community instead of just us designing something that they might not necessarily want was really cool.
For this semester, my students worked on upcycling planters for this event. I find that it's very, very important to make art that exists outside of the studio while in the university. I think a lot of classes kind of focus on like an interior function of art, but for this class, we found it very, very important for it to function in a space for people that's accessible for everyone.
As a student, this has been really valuable because it's like a real world experience. We actually get to work with the community. And I'm a studio art major minoring in creative placemaking, so that's what I want to go to in the future, is actually putting art into the community.
Having a proof of concept that this is what can be done here and it should be done here, and it's something that our neighbors need, just like places where they can gather safely and feel happy, enjoy, and listen to music and sit down and take a rest, right? I think that's really what's important and what came out of this event.
We're talking about the role that artists and designers can play in the process of change. And I want our students to understand the agency they have and this incredible ability they have through their making to bring people together and to also test out ideas to make this a thriving, pedestrian-friendly area.